Still a significant support level, 361.85, having closed above it almost a month ago. 524.11 remains a 5 to 8 month objective. Now, the volatility and the sustained rally have been more than I was anticipating, so we could see this over the next month or two. In fact, I think within 3 to 5 weeks, if we were able to close above the 464.18 6-month rising channel top that is on the daily chart at 457.53, can contain buying through October, and from here we can fall away back to 361.81 perhaps, possibly between now and the end of October. Downside here, as we're almost testing 457.53, this is a short sale area or long liquidation if you happen to go long on that buy signal several weeks ago. Maybe you've been holding out for this area as we've been recommending for 3 to 5 week swing traders. This is an area to take profits if you're a 3 to 5 week swing trader only. And yes, if we were to close back above 464.18 formation and you happen to exit your long position and maybe even play the short side, you are stopping out and reversing, going long again above 464.18. There's another way to play this, of course. Hold that long position, closing above 464.18. Sigh of relief as we move through the month of October. By the end of October, I would anticipate the 524.11, where we could top out through the rest of the year and even through the first quarter, fall away from the significant long-term price ceiling. But if, only if, we can close above the 457.53 to 464.18 area. Until then, I'm going to call this market now increasingly susceptible to selling pressures, bearish rotation as we move into October trade. For the day itself, I have 434.93, this former 1 week channel top that we closed just above last Friday. We didn't test it on Monday, but it may contain intraday selling pressure. In fact, this is a decent day trade, buying 434.93 and selling 457.53. If we happen to close below 434.93 today, I would expect a test tomorrow of this 422.68 formation. 422.68 is a newly formed rising channel bottom over the last week and a half of activity. I see a 3 to 5 day swing trade right here, selling 457.53 and buying 422.68, going long at 422.68 in anticipation of possible upward rotation over the following full week back into the upper 450s. Midterm outlook does allow this market to top out in the upper 450s to mid 460s, and I think you can hold to that idea. It becomes an increasing reality, by the way, if we then close below 422.68. What I see here, a rising channel top at the top of a move, closing below it, I think is an aggressive sell signal. 422.68 becomes our aggressive down pivot as we move into October. I will say that if we close below 422.68, I think you can play really kind of a 2 to 3, 3 to 5 week target into the low 360s. I do see the possibility of an overbought market that may yield bearish rotation as we move into later October, and your first sign of that would be a settlement below 422.68.
Want more wins in your portfolio? Get Daily SPY and Triple Q analysis that gives you a clear plan for the market's next move, plus 2 high probability stock picks each week, complete with entry, stop, and targets. Standout names we've covered include GE Vernova, AMD, and Robinhood. Start trading with a plan at wickedstocks.com.